Hello and welcome to the Monday.com ordering process. Looking at this original board, it may look a little overwhelming, but believe me, it is a super easy process and it makes it really easy to not only track the status of orders that you place, but it makes it really easy for you to communicate directly with David about a status, about things that you may need specifically, and that kind of thing. Initially, you will get your own login, a unique login that gives you access to only your organization. So right now you can see there's a ton of properties in here. If your organization has a ton of properties, you will have access to all of them. However, we're looking at Rushmore, so if we are talking about another organization, you will not be able to see Rushmore's orders. It's very specific to you and what you need to see. There is a mobile app, however, we do recommend using the Monday board within your web browser. Just as you're getting used to it, the web browser is just way easier to use in the beginning. It's easier for you to see all of these columns. And then so once you get used to the Monday board on the web browser, there is the app, then we would recommend downloading the app and using it on your phone. Now, there are three main boards. We are currently on the office supplies and food board. However, there is a property order form and an appliance request form. So the difference between these, obviously, office supplies is anything like soft drinks, paper, trash bags, cleaning supplies, any snacks that you want to have in the leasing office. If you need ink, anything that is office supplies or food is this board. The property order form seems very vague, and it kind of is. It's anything that you need for the property that's not an appliance, and it's not office supplies, cleaning supplies, or food. So these are things like maybe you need something for a turn, you need to order something to be replaced to, finish a repair in one of the apartments. Any items like that are on this property order form. So we're going to start off easy. We're going to start off in office supplies, and I'm just going to go over the different views that you have. So up at the very top, you have 4 different views, 3 of which you are going to use. Obviously, David's view is for him alone. So we have my open orders, and so I currently specifically do not have any open orders. So in hopes of being able to show you what is going on here, I'm going to stick with the main table. You also have the opportunity to filter these even further. So within this filter, you can select which column you want to look for. If you are filtering by, the location, maybe I just want to see what people are ordering or myself is ordering within their gym because I need some wipes for my gym equipment. I want to see what other people are ordering. I can come in here and do this. What I'm going to say here is very important. We don't want to save as a new view or save this to the view. If we do this, it's going to save it for all properties within your organization. It's going to mess things up for everyone else. So it is okay to do this, but we never want to click this Save as New View button. I will remind you of this later, but this is really important as it will mess everything up for everything else. So I'm just going to X this out actually and go back to our standard view. The other opportunity you have to search for a specific item is this search bar here. If you click on this, you can type in, again, if we are looking for Clorox wipes, you could just start typing in Clorox and anything that has that in its title will be right here. So those are just different ways for you to be able to view your board, to filter your board, and to search for items within your boards. Let's go over the different columns. The first column is very self-explanatory. It's your item. So this is just a quick few word description of exactly what you are ordering. This little bubble will open up a sidebar here that will let you leave comments. And so if you are asking David a question, or if you're looking for an update, this is where you would mention him by doing the @ symbol and then typing in his name. Anything that you leave in a comment here will now be emailed to David, so he will get a notification immediately after you leave this comment, and he would be able to easily get back to you in this same section. The next column is your item link or number. And so with office supplies and food, most of the time, this is going to be an Amazon link.
So let's go into Amazon and search for Clorox wipes. And we're just going to choose what we're looking for. We would go into the link and copy it, and then just paste that link in the correct spot.
This will tell David the exact link to this item if you're looking for something specific. And now an example of this would be ink for a printer. We all know that all printers use different ink cartridges and toner cartridges. So if you have a specific printer, I would go into Amazon and I would search for your specific printer and put in a link for that cartridge set. Quantity is pretty self-explanatory. How many do you want? Do you want one case? How many do you need? The next is the location. So where on the property do you need this? Most of the time, again, this is the office supplies board. We're going to choose office, but you have the option to do gym, business center, clubhouse, and maintenance shop. Who is automatically going to fill in with your information? This is just here so that David can see who placed this order, and you're obviously going to type in the name of your property. The last column that is your responsibility is the status. So all the way from item through to status, it's your responsibility to update these when you are entering in an order. So let's put in an order then. So I'm going to go into my open orders and I'm going to add a new item. Just going to stay on brand here and continue on with the Clorox wipes. So I'm going to put that in. Again, I'm going to copy this link and put that in. How many do I want? One of these is fine because it's giving us 3, so that's perfect. This is for the office. It is from me. I would type in my property here. Comments. I'm just going to leave a comment for him. This is a test. I'm going to delete this anyway, and that's all that there is to putting in your order. Once David orders the item, he's going to update the status to ordered. However, there's a ton of different options within this. So working on it, ordered similar item, ordered but it's on back order, not approved, delivered. So there's a lot of different options in here to let you know once you've placed the order if there's any issues, as well as let David know if it was partially delivered, if the item was damaged, if the wrong item was delivered. So from item to property name is what you are inputting once you submit the request. Once David gets it, he will update the rest of this. The request date is just the date that you requested the order. The date order placed, self-explanatory, this is when David places the order. The expected delivery date is the date that David gets from Amazon directly on when you should be expecting the delivery. The vendor is where we ordered this from. The order number is for David to keep track of just that, the order number, if he has to search through his emails for any updates. The property order form is very similar. So you have the item, the comment bubble, you have the link, the quantity. An addition here that we have, instead of having the location, we have the apartment number. So if you need it for a specific apartment number, you would put that here. If you need it just for the full property, or if you just need it to have on stock, you would just notate that here. This is just to tell David, is this item for a turn, for a repair, for the property in general, or for a renovation? Again, we have who placed the order, what property placed the order, a place to leave comments, and then the status. And all of the dates are the same, the vendor, the order number, etc. Moving on to the appliance request form, it is very similar, but there are a lot of differences here. So you're just going to put in what kind of item you're looking for, and then there is a drop-down menu here where you can choose specifically what you're looking for. There is a drop-down menu here for the size to make sure that he orders the right size. What color are you looking for? Black, stainless steel, or white? For the ACs, what BTUs are you looking for? Again, are you looking for this for a specific apartment? Or are you looking for this for just having it on stock? How many do you need? Is this for a repair, a turn, or a full renovation? And the rest of this is all the same. Who ordered it for what property? What is the current status? The order date, order placed, expected delivery, and the vendor. One of the best things about Monday is the fact that you can get updates automatically sent to you as David is updating these boards. So if the status is changed from ordered to ordered on back order or ordered not orderable online, some of these statuses, if he updates them to those items, you will get an automated email from monday.com letting you know that your item was updated to that status. This is to let you know, hey, this is going to be a little bit longer, or hey, this item isn't available. If you can, please go pick something else. It is very important for you to update the status bar when you receive your items. So as soon as you get an order in, it would be good practice for you to come in here to update this. However, another one of your automatic emails is a week after the scheduled delivery date. And it's going to remind you to go in and mark your item as either delivered, damaged, wrong item, etc. This is really important because if you do not receive your item, or if the item is damaged, or you only received part of your order, obviously David wants to know this so that he can go in and request a refund. He can replace the order and do whatever he needs to do to get you the items that are missing or damaged. One last thing to note is when you are looking at your open orders view, you can come into the filter and delete this status is not delivered or item not approved. And this should show you a history of all of your previously ordered items. That way, if you have to order something again, all of the information that you need is right here. And with that being said, that's really all there is to it. The only thing that you have to remember is when you are in these main tables and the open orders, When you are fixing your filters, you do not want to save to this view because it will save this view for all people within your organization, and we don't want that. Otherwise, there's really no way for you to mess this up. And hopefully it really streamlines the process for you and makes ordering much easier, as well as being in communication with David about the status.